All right, we are streaming live. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another testing here at Erolin 3D Martial Arts. Today we have testing for his brown belt, Mr. Robert Collado. Here to assist, of course, is his son, one of our first black belts, Mr. Adrian Collado. So thank you so much for helping. And so we hope you guys are healthy and well during this COVID season. We've taken certain precautions and steps here to still administer a very healthy, a very strong testing, but of course keep everybody safe. So with that being said, are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
He is born ready, right? So here we go. Stand at attention, face your son, and bow. Face everybody online, and bow. All right, here we go. Today we are also joined by our virtual judges. Today being Senpai Jacob Wall, as well as Miss Shantae Vigilm. So thank you so much, judges, for serving today. So like normal, I'll go ahead and call techniques out, each one twice. Anytime you need clarification, you just let me know. But here we go. Go ahead and go to your fighting stance. All right. And so let's go ahead and start off with some sweeping elbow strikes, both with your front hand and backhand. Sweeping elbow strikes, front hand to backhand. Ready? And 1, 2. All right. And then now upward sweeping elbow strike. Excuse me. Upward elbow strike. Front arm to back arm. Upward elbow strike. Ready? 1, 2. Downward elbow strike. Front arm to back arm. Downward elbow strike. Ready? 1, 2. And then now blocking with your back arm. High block to low block. High block to low block. Back arm. Yes. Ready? 1 and 2. And then inside block to outside block. Inside block to outside block with a back arm. Yes. Ready? 1.
Inside to outside?
Inside to outside. Okay. And 2. Reverse knife hand strike. Front hand. Let's go front hand to backhand. Reverse knife hand strike. Front hand to backhand. Ready? 1, 2. Spinning reverse knife hand strike. Spinning reverse knife hand strike. Ready? 1 and 2. Knife hand block. Knife hand block. Ready? 1, 2. And then double knife hand block. Double knife hand block. Ready? 1, 2. Spinning back fist. Spinning back fist. Ready? 1, 2. Spinning elbow strike. Spinning elbow strike. And 1, 2. Okay. Upward sweeping elbow strike. Upward sweeping. Ready? 1.
Front to back?
Excuse me. Yes. Sorry. Front to back. Go. And 2. And then downward sweeping elbow strike. Front to back. Ready? 1 and 2. Okay, let's go downward sweeping. Not downward, but downward sweeping elbow strike.
Yes.
Okay, ready? 1 and 2. High X block. High X block. Ready? 1, 2. And then low X block. Low X block. Ready? 1 and 2. Spear hand strikes. Front hand to backhand. Spear hand strike. Front hand to backhand. Ready? 1, 2. Let's get it one more time. 1 and 2. Knuckle strike. Front hand to back. Front hand to back. Ready? 1 and 2. And lastly, your wrist strike. Front to back. Front to back. Ready? 1 and 2. Very cool. All right, let's move on to kicks. So starting off with your hammer kick. Hammer kick. Okay, let's go outside hammer kick. Outside hammer kick with your back leg. Okay, ready? 1 and 2. Okay. Now, inside hammer kick with the front leg. Inside hammer kick with the front leg. Ready? 1, 2. Okay. Now, straight line hammer kick with your back leg. Straight line hammer kick, back leg. Ready? 1 and 2. Okay. And then outside hammer kick with your front leg. Outside hammer kick, front leg. Ready? 1 and 2. And inside hammer kick with your back leg. Inside hammer kick, back leg. Ready? 1 and 2. Okay. Pump side kick. Pump side kick. Ready? And Kia on your final kick. Ready and go. Okay. Again, ready and go. Okay, there we go. Spinning crescent kick. Spinning crescent kick. Ready? 1 and 2. Skip outside crescent kick. Skip outside crescent kick. Ready? 1 and 2. Now, hook kick. Hook kick with your front leg. Front leg. Ready? 1 and 2. Okay. Now, back leg hook kick. Back leg hook kick. Ready? 1 and 2. Skip hook kick. Skip hook kick. Ready? 1 and 2. And then lastly, spinning hook kick. Spinning hook kick. Ready? 1 and 2. Inside press kick. Inside press kick. Ready? 1 and 2. And lastly, spinning hammer kick. Spinning hammer kick. Ready? 1 and 2. Very cool. All right, go ahead and get a drink of water real quick, and then we'll move to jump kicks. Nice job.
Yay, adrenaline.
All right, jump kick time. All right, so go ahead and go to your fighting stance, please.
Kick.
And we're going to go ahead and do a jump front kick with your front leg. Jump front kick with your front leg. Ready? 1 and 2. And now with your back leg. Ready? 1 and 2. Okay. Now jump side kick. Jump side kick with your front leg. Yep. Ready? 1 and 2. And then with your back leg, same kick, jump side kick. Ready? 1 and 2. Jump roundhouse kick. Jump roundhouse kick. Let's go back leg first. Ready? 1.
Wait, jump roundhouse?
Jump roundhouse. Yes, sir. Back leg. Ready? 1 and 2. And then now jump roundhouse kick with your front leg. With the front leg. Ready? 1 and 2. Fade away. Last jump kick, your fadeaway kick, which is the fadeaway jump side kick. Yep. Ready? 1 and 2. There we go. Nice. Very cool. All right. Need a quick drink of water, or can we go straight to combinations? Straight to combinations. You got it. All right. Fighting stance. Your choice of the style of kick, but it's going to be a front kick to a hammer kick, and you're going to use both legs. So you can choose which leg is with the front and which leg is with the back. But again, or if it's all front or all back. But again, it's front kick to hammer kick. Okay. Ready? 1. Ready? 2. Combination number 2, outside block to inside block with your back arm, step forward, back fist, reverse punch, front kick. So outside block to inside block, outside block with your front arm, inside block with your back arm, step forward, back fist, reverse punch, front kick. Yes, sir. Okay.
One more time, please.
Okay. Outside block with your front arm, inside block with your back, step forward, back fist, reverse punch, front kick.
Yes,
Okay. Ready? 1. Okay. Again.
Back fist, reverse punch, front kick.
Yes, sir. Yeah. And the front kick would be with your back leg.
Yes,
Okay. Ready? 1. Okay. Again. 2. All right. Double roundhouse kick with your front leg, side kick with your back, spinning side kick, stepping forward, jab, reverse punch. Double roundhouse kick with your front leg, side kick with the back, spinning side kick, stepping forward, jab, reverse punch. Ready? 1. 2. Okay. Low high roundhouse kick with your back leg to spinning side kick. Low high roundhouse kick with your back leg to spinning side kick. Ready? 1. And 2. Jab, reverse punch, hook punch with your front arm, uppercut with your back, knife hand strike with your front, reverse punch. So jab, reverse punch, hook punch with the front, uppercut with the back, knife hand, reverse punch. Ready? 1. 2. Roundhouse kick. This is combo number 6, 6 of 12. Roundhouse kick with your back leg, jump 360 roundhouse kick, spinning reverse knife hand strike to reverse punch. Again, roundhouse kick to jump 360 roundhouse kick, spinning reverse knife hand strike, reverse punch.
Yes,
yeah. Ready? 1.
2.
And 2.
2. Was that last punch stepping forward?
No, it's just a reverse punch.
Can you do again?
Yes, sir.
2.
There we go. There we go. All right. Hook kick with your back leg to roundhouse kick with that same leg, spinning side kick. Hook kick to roundhouse kick, same leg, spinning side kick. Sorry, excuse me, spinning hook kick. So hook kick to roundhouse kick, spinning hook kick. Ready? 1. Ready? 2. All right. Spinning crescent kick to inside crescent kick to skip side kick. Spinning crescent kick, inside crescent kick, skip side kick. Ready? 1. Skip side kick. Skip side kick. Yes, sir. Ready? 1. Let me go to repeat the combo one more time. Spinning crescent kick, inside crescent kick, and then your skip side kick. Ready? Go. There we go. Yep. And one more time. And go. Yeah. Back fist to inside press kick. Back fist, inside press kick. Ready? 1. 2. Outside block with your back arm to jab. Spinning back fist, ridge hand strike with your backhand, roundhouse kick with your back leg. So outside block with your back arm, jab. Spinning back fist, ridge hand strike, roundhouse kick. Ready? 1. There we go. Ready? Go.
Can you say it one more time?
Yes, sir. Outside block with your back arm, jab. Spinning back fist, ridge hand strike with your backhand, roundhouse kick with your back leg. Ready? 1. Again. Ready? Go. Nice. Combination number 11, 11 of 12. Knife hand block, reverse punch. Knife hand strike with your front hand. Reverse knife hand strike with that same hand. Vertical punch, spinning hook kick. So knife hand block, reverse punch. Knife hand strike, reverse knife hand strike. Vertical punch, spinning hook kick. Ready? 1. Again. Ready? And
Say it one more time.
sure. Knife hand block, reverse punch, knife hand strike, reverse knife hand strike, vertical punch, spinning hook kick. Ready? Go. One more time. And go. There we go. Last combination, 12 of 12. Reverse knife hand strike, reverse punch, skip front kick to jump front kick. Reverse knife hand strike, reverse punch, skip front kick to jump front kick. Reverse knife hand strike, reverse punch, skip front kick to jump front kick. Ready? 1. And 2. There we go. All right, very cool. Go ahead and get a drink of water. Nice job, brother. 1.
Trying to get stamina high for sparring.
Don't.
So I'm just
Saving energy
saving my energy.
for the All Valley. Comes later.
All right, let's do some forms.
Yes.
Yes, awesome. So you get to choose the order in which you do them. You have your Young Champions 1, Young Champions 2, Taegu Ijong, Taegu Sajong, 3D1, 3D2, and Koryo.
Can we do hardest to easiest in your opinion?
Oh, in my opinion, sure, absolutely. So, and of course, this will be specific to you. So let's do this. Let's see you do Koryo. Excuse me, I'm sorry, wrong one. Not Claudio, 3D2. Very cool, very cool. Awesome. All right. And when you are ready, now Claudio. Okay. Very cool. All right. Taegu Sajang. Hey. Young Champions 2. Cool. Let's go 3D1 into Taegu Ijang.
This is it.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. You may do that one again. There you go. All right. All right. Now just do the first half of Taegu Ijong. Just the first half, please, of Taegu Ijong. And then what are the final two techniques on this side? Very cool. Awesome. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. And then Young Champions 1.
Yes, sir.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Basic form 2.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Good job. Very cool. Last form, RC Thunder. Just kidding. No, those were yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah. All right. You will not need to do you'll not need to demonstrate basic form 1. That was a good job. Very nice. Good job. All right, go ahead and get a drink of water. Very good. And then we'll go to escape, self-defense.
3, 2, 1 to take it easy on Gooby and Google. Oh, where am I?
All right, Mr. Adrian. This is your chance here with your padre. All right, so stand in attention, please face each other. And let's go ahead and let's go over the basic escapes 1 through 7, each one twice, of course. First one normal, second one DNA. So when you're ready, go for it.
Let go. Let go. No, number 1. Let go. 2.
2, absolutely.
Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go.
Cool. 6. And let's go ahead and center back up, please. There we go. Yep. Sweet. Go for it.
Let go.
Again. Do that one again.
Like normal.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. Intense. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Like
Let go.
okay. And then 7.
Let go. Let go.
Nice. All right. All right. Here we go. Outside wrist grabs. Outside wrist grabs. 1 minute. Ready, go.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, can you do that other one again, please, that you just did? Thank you. Very cool.
That's my number.
15 more seconds.
Yeah.
All right, and stop. And now inside wrist grabs. Go for it.
I would get pulled chain, but I don't want to. Sorry.
15 seconds left. And stop. Very nice. Double wrist grabs, please. We'll go a minute for this one. And stop. Now go to front choke attack, front choke hold. Nice. Twenty seconds left. Five. Nice. Last one. Rear choke hold. 1 minute for this one. Go for it. Ten seconds. And stop. Wonderful. Stand at attention, face the other, please, and bow. Very nice. All right, go ahead and take a couple minute break. Get a drink of water. Catch your breath.
I got your sweat. Board breaking and sparring?
Yes, sir.
No, you're running. I'm ready to take.
All right, sounds good. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Straight room, please. All right, so you have three techniques to break with: a spinning hook kick, a jump 360 roundhouse kick, tornado kick, and the ridge hand strike. Which would you like to break first? Which technique?
Well, the hardest kick for me is going to be the jump 360 roundhouse kick, so I'd like to attempt that first.
Do that one first. Yep, we're gonna go with that one.
Like this?
You'll want basically like right here. Yeah, there we go, and hold. Face, have the blade of the board facing dad. Okay. Yeah. There we go. And then he's gonna be yeah.
So this way.
Yes, but you're actually gonna want to be so stand over here, facing like this. Okay. Yeah. Right. And then switch your hands. Sorry. Yeah. There you go. Absolutely. Nice and tight. Because he'll stand right over there, and he'll kick on toward you going this way, right? And you want your hand here in the center. Move the hand toward the center. Oh, there. Yep, absolutely. That way, if he that way he'll still have a good break. You want to have an angle slightly. There we go. Okay, and of course, go ahead and be in your like fighting stance. There we go. Yep, and of course, adjust it wherever at whatever level you need. Okay. Definitely, that's not a problem at all.
Ready? Wait. Oh, okay.
Whenever you're ready. Nice break. Good job. Very cool. Very cool. Next one, spinning hook kick or ridge hand strike? Spinning hook kick. Same setup with the hands and body positioning.
Yes.
Yeah, and I believe.
I'm gonna go this way. Let's spin this way. Is that right?
So since yeah, there you go. Yep, rotate. Make sure you really hold.
It's gonna be
tight.
low because my.
Yep, absolutely.
I don't know where.
Nice. Very cool. Then lastly, the ridge hand strike, set up as if you're gonna hold for like another roundhouse kick.
Okay.
Okay. You can hold straight on like a side, yeah, like a side, but then just turn completely sideways. Turn your body.
Like this. Okay. Yeah.
But your body's gonna face me.
Okay. Sorry.
No, you're okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like that. There we go. That way, everybody watching online can, of course, see the break. Of course, adjust however you want. Ridge hand strike. Nice break. Very nice. Good job. Good. Yeah. No, that one's not necessary. I just brought that one out as a secondary, just in case.
Okay.
Yes. Fantastic. Okay, sparring gear.
Wait. You know what makes it worse? When your feet are cold.
You want me to try the heater?
No.
Are you okay? Okay.
Yes. Holy toes.
Yeah.
Oh. No. I'll try not to. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Huh? Yeah. Getting all the stinks. Grandma, see what we said. Getting all the emphasis. Huh? Have you ever had anyone as old as me since they test for the Brembo?
No, you'd be my first one.
The first old Brembo?
I call you being an executive member of our dojo. I'm gonna start using that term now.
Seasoned?
Yeah. What I noticed is actually a lot of tournaments for the older, the veterans. It's the executive division. But I'm like, wow, that's 30 plus. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
Oh my God. Good.
while they're finishing getting their gear on, I'll go ahead and explain the sparring section. So what we're going to do here is they're going to go ahead and spar a one-on-one continuous sparring match where they're going to mix in obviously offensive and counter-offensive movements using the whole area, the whole ring. Their target areas will be the chest, the stomach, the sides of the body, as well as the headgear area. They can also execute controlled strikes to the legs, right, like thigh area, and even attempt to do a rear leg sweep takedown if the opportunity presents itself, all of which would be controlled. And so you guys will have again a one-on-one continuous match for 3 minutes, and then Robert, I'll set up the Wave Masters for you to do a 2-on-1 simulation where you'll imagine that the Wave Masters are two attackers, and of course you'll be showing your 2-on-1 fighting skills from there, and then that'll be for 90 seconds, and then we'll finish off with the floating glove sparring drill where we'll do that for a minute and a half as well. Okay, so 3 minutes. Any question on this round or where the target areas are? No, fantastic. Okay. Stand in attention, face each other, please, and bow. Ready? Touch gloves, stance, rock and roll. Go.
Okay. Sorry.
Halfway there.
How much is me?
30 seconds left. Five seconds. And stop. Stand in attention, face each other, bow. Good job, gentlemen. Good job. All right. Take a little breather. Set up the weight masters.
There you go. Yeah. Was it step on it?
Yeah. It's all good. I was trying to go for a takedown. I stepped over there. You did. It's okay. You didn't work? No, it's all good. I'm good. You did catch me with like the slowest back fist ever. I'm like, how's that happen? I think I need. It's like you fake being dead and then you back fist in the face. That's my strategy. Like, I'm like, oh, it's good. You can see dead. Put that ankle up. I'll be fine.
That's great.
But like you got me good too. You're like, I'm like. Your hook, your right hook to the temple right after that. I don't know why that was so good. If I'm doing simulated 2-on-1 on bags, can I take my finger off?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. All right. 2-on-1 on the bag.
If I have to line them up, can I just hit this bag and act like I'm lining them up the whole time?
Not the whole time. That would be an ideal world. All right, here we go. Ready? And
How many minutes is it?
a minute and a half. And go for it. 30 seconds left. Five seconds. And stop. Wonderful. Good job. Nice. Go ahead and get another drink of water, and then we'll finish off with the
Loading glove.
loading glove.
Did you make peace with that one? Huh? Is that what you did? Make peace with that one? Yeah. Wait a minute. Consider sorry. Oh. Get a glass of beer. Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. As you guys have experienced, the objective of this drill here is to basically evade and defend from this glove. Striking back is not necessary. It's all about your evading and your moving. Target areas will be the head, chest, stomach, and sides of the body, as well as your legs, like your calves and your thighs. Strikes to your face, or strikes hitting your face as well as hitting your knees are not going to happen. All right. I should warm up some arms for this.
I missed both steps.
We should do some low again. Ooh. All right, you ready? We're only gonna go a minute and a half.
Yes.
Ready. And here we go. Stop. Nice job. Very cool.
That's hard.
No. Well done. Terrifying.
Good job, Dad. Thank you.
You take your.
Yeah. Go ahead and take a couple minute break. You're up, get a drink of water. Judges, of course, compile your notes. As I'm calling you in a few moments to highlight when Robert did well, areas that you want to let him know where he can improve for obviously his benefit, and then of course a question perhaps. Oh, feel free, come closer, come closer. Wonderful. There we go. That's right. That way everyone else online could just see you close. Yeah. Fantastic. How do you feel?
Fantastic.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What would you say was your most fun part of your testing, your most challenging part, and your most fun part, but then also your most challenging part?
Sparring was the most fun, and sparring is the most challenging.
No kidding. So kind of build on that and talk about why is that.
As I've gotten older, I've found that my cardio has gotten a lot worse. and I feel I've always been talented at sparring.
Yeah.
But it's getting harder.
Yeah.
Harder to catch my breath. Harder to keep up with the flying glove. Harder to keep up with an 18-year-old.
Sure.
You know, I noticed at the end of my 3 minutes, I was panting like an old dog, and he was ready for another round.
Right. Right.
So that's both challenging physically and it's challenging mentally.
Okay.
Because you can see that as you age, you're inevitably going downhill.
Right.
Where the other students in the class, 5 years from now, I'll be 50 and they'll be 23, 24.
Absolutely.
So you just have to identify that that's going to happen. So then you have to start band-aiding things that you're not going to be as good at and just figure out a way to defend yourself as a 50-year-old person.
Right. Right.
I'm not going to be able to do jump spin kicks. Maybe I'll be heavier and more planted on my feet, so maybe I'll be better at takedowns. Maybe I'll be stronger at striking. So mentally, it's sparring, and I also have the most fun when sparring.
Right. So let's talk about, okay, because obviously, like we've said many times, when you started your martial arts journey may have started a handful of years ago, but it's really started, your exposure to it started when, of course, Adrian, had started. So
yeah, I got my green belt in Kung Fu Sansu when I was 17. I was in Kung Fu Sansu for 3 years.
Okay.
And a lot of similar striking, but it's just a different style.
Right.
You're flat-footed. It's a strike takedown. It's not as much stand-up.
Right.
So, and I've always been into martial arts, and that could have been one of the reasons why I was so excited to get him into martial arts when he was younger. But no, I didn't dive in at first until 3 years ago.
Right. Cool. So this actually really helps me even form this question even more. So having just, having that experience, right, and that exposure for so long, how would you say your martial arts, your view of martial arts and your martial arts has morphed and changed, and if so, how?
So, yeah, because when you're younger, you look at martial arts as like a means to an end. It's just a way to defend yourself. And it's a way for some people to impress their friends. It's a way to, just learn how to fight. And I think some of the martial arts, karate, taekwondo, Wing Chun, a lot of them where there's a lot of katas and forms and kumse and stuff, it's a way that you can practice martial arts until you get much older. It's good for your body, it's good for your mind, good for stretching, good for moving your body, it's good for concentration, focus, breathing, everything. So that's what interests me in martial arts now. I've always been good at defending myself. I've never had a problem with that. But now it's some of my most fun times are just when I'm stretching out.
Yeah.
And I'm moving my body, because as you get older, you tend to do that less.
Sure. Right.
I'm not a runner. I like working out, but that makes you stiffer. It doesn't make you more flexible and limber. I don't do yoga. This is my yoga, and I get to put gloves on and punch people every once in a while.
Right. You get to beat up your kid.
Yes, you get to beat up my son. Yeah. So that's how martial arts, how I view it now. It's just, I know it's good and healthy for me, and I get to practice it with friends.
Right.
Which is even better.
Right. Oh, that's wonderful. So obviously your essay topic was on obstacles, right? And you, of course, you cited an obstacle that you had, which is, that's a big one, especially with what you had talked about of like, you'll climb up the corporate ladder, you're the guy. And then of course, just through no fault of your own, just circumstances really, just changing of times, that unfortunately you were left without a job pretty much, and then so there's that crossroads of starting over. And
you think you have a plan,
right? What I loved about your essay was, of course, you talking about how, okay, you were going to go into this family business that they've been wanting you to come and jump on for quite some time, but you're like, well, I don't have any experience there, and then just starting over and being the new guy, right, as opposed to the top dog, but then yet. You dove in and you realized, hey, there's some value I can add. One of the hesitations you had was, well, I don't have a degree in that. But what you did,
I don't know anything about it.
Right. But then what I loved was hearing how you were burning the candle at both ends by going back to school, studying and putting that, sleepless nights to get the education and learn the craft even more, right?
Do the best.
Which is wonderful. So translate that to obstacles in martial arts, along your journey. Have there been any obstacles, and if so, have there been any obstacles? If so, how have you overcome that, or how are you overcoming that if it's still a current obstacle?
I think it goes back to what I said earlier, where it's just more physical. I'm not inherently fast. I'm not inherently quick. I've always been somewhat strong and stocky, but so a lot of the real quick, fast movements I'm not good at. A lot of the jump kicks I'm not good at. So I have to figure out a way to band-aid it to where it works,
Right.
and then focus on my strengths elsewhere. I read somewhere that not everybody was born to be a quarterback. Some people were born to be a running back.
Right.
But if that coach, instead of making the running back a better running back, if he insists on teaching him how to throw a ball farther, he is focusing on something that he's not good at, and he's going to make him a worse running back.
Right.
So you have to focus on your strengths and band-aid your weaknesses. You shouldn't focus on making your weaknesses as good as the best person in class. You got to focus on being functional at that thing that you're not great at, and taking the things that you are good at and making those things great.
Right.
So I want to get good at forms, but I know that my jump kicks aren't going to be. So I try to be real sharp and real clean on my movements. And then when we're sparring, I move around when I can, but I realize that if I get in close, I can probably take a little bit more abuse than the next guy, and I can probably give a little bit more abuse than the next guy. So if I'm in close, I'm probably going to win.
Sure.
So when you were doing the floating glove, and if I just rush in on you, then there's not a lot that you can do with that big long stick.
Absolutely. Especially, because it's long, it's thick. So yeah, absolutely.
If I get in close and do a lot of guarding block, then you're tapping me with it, but you're not smacking me in the face with that glove.
Absolutely. Exactly. You're not allowing me to build that momentum.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. That was great. That was wonderful. All right, Ms. Shante, why don't you go ahead and unmute yourself and highlight a couple of points while I go ahead and then ask the question if you desire while I go ahead and spotlight you. Go for it.
All right. Well, great job, Robert. I thought that was an awesome testing. And I thought your best category, like what you did best at, was your escapes. Because you're supposed to do, you're like slow, the first time slow, and the second time DNA, and you're just like going all at it, which was great. Poor Adrian, he had no idea what you were doing. You just throw him all over the place. But I really thought that was great, because that means you did twice as much as everyone else does, basically. You just kept going. The question I have to ask a preliminary question in order to properly ask the question I want. So it sounded like you did some martial arts a long, long time ago. And I want to know why you chose to stop at that point.
So it was more sports and high school, friends and girlfriends and high school stuff. I wasn't, I also, to be honest, I enjoyed the class when I went, but we didn't have a sensei, we had a master. And he wasn't very engaged. It was like you pay per class and you just go. And if you go, you don't go, it doesn't really matter. There was no urgency to come back, and that might be good for some disciplines and some dojos. It's like, hey, come if you want, don't come if you don't want, it's all up to you. I never felt like I was particularly wanted or special there. And then when I went, I didn't really know the people that were there, because people would just kind of come and go. It was all belts and just a boatload of classes. So you go when you want. So when you're navigating high school, and both of my parents worked, and I had a full-time job sophomore, junior, senior year. I worked 40 hours a week starting my sophomore year. So I would make time to go, but then I would go and I wouldn't know anybody. And it was just kind of like going to the gym. And there was really no urgency for me to go back. Nobody cared if I went. My parents liked that I went, but they weren't necessarily super pumped about martial arts. So they were like, cool if you go, cool if you don't go. So then when I got wrapped up in sports at school and other stuff, it just took priority.
So that I needed to ask that question in order to ask this question was looking back at it. Because a lot of times when we were younger, I know we quit things, we're not interested in them, we find something else, we get a boyfriend, we get a girlfriend, whatever excuses we give. So the question was, looking back at it now, was that all stories you were telling yourself, excuses you were making to not go because you didn't want to go? Or, was looking at it now, it's like, okay, yeah, I didn't want to do it, or I could have done it if I had done this or whatever.
I don't mind that I didn't go because I went starting when I was 16. I went 15, 16, 17. I moved to Colorado right when I was 18. So I could have picked up and found another dojo out in Colorado, but I wasn't completely invested anyway. And then when you're 18 years old and you're moving into a different state to go to college and go to a new school, it becomes priority zero on a scale of your list of priorities where you have to survive and find a job. So I don't have that man, I wish I would have, could have, should have, because I don't think I really could have anyway, or I don't think I would have. I would have prioritized it out because I was trying to live and eat and move to Colorado. So
Right.
So I now let's say hypothetically I would have stayed out here and I never would have moved out. I probably, who knows? I might have continued to go. I might have picked up a different discipline. There's a lot of things I would have done, but it wasn't in the cards for me when I was younger.
Wow. All right, Senpai Jacob, I'm going to go ahead and spotlight you. Go ahead and unmute, and you're on.
Hey, Robert. Well, glad to see you. You had a pretty solid test. I want to point out some positives and some things that can be worked on, of course. Your blocking could be improved, especially your backhand. You're kind of shortening it without any big pronounced blocking. Other than that, on choreo, remember there are two Kias, one on the first knee break and the one on the final strike of the forearm. Your sparring was good. I loved you on the floating glove. I think the highlight of your form was your board breaks. I mean, first time on all of them and pretty dead center, and I was really impressed with that. So good job on that. My question for you is why? Why did you do this? Why did you show up for your brown belt test? And provided that you passed today, why do you want, or why would you want to press on and earn your first Dan black belt?
Well, I like that question, and thank you for asking, because I think that short question of why is, for any topic, is usually one of the best questions and will lead into a good answer. So thank you for asking that. Thank you for the constructive criticism on the other things. I will definitely take that into account, especially my blocking. And my Kias on choreo. I'm terrible at all my Kias and all my forms, so there's that. I need to remember that because I like martial arts. It kind of goes back into what I was telling Sensei earlier. As I get older, I like the idea of protecting myself. I like the idea of protecting my family. As you get older and you have kids, you will find that you have a Papa Bear or Mama Bear mentality, and you get into a group of people and you clutch your kids tighter and you locate all your family members and you want to rip the arms off of people that, hurt them. So as you get older, I definitely want to make sure I'm not in a position to where I can't protect myself and especially my family. And why I keep coming, I think it's twofold. One, I'm stubborn. I don't stop doing stuff that I'm interested in. I got my college degree and it was hard. I kept working at jobs that a lot of people would have quit at. I work out in my garage, 20 degrees outside. I don't let excuses stop me, because it is hard. It is hard making it to martial arts, 2 times a week, because I do work a full-time job and I do have a family and I have dogs and I have a cat and I have cars that need to be washed and kids that need to go to the dentist. And there's a million things that come up, but I keep coming because I do enjoy the camaraderie. I can't wait for things to get back to normal because I like sparring with you and I like hanging out with Shantae and I like sparring with Shantae and I like it when we had an adult class and all of us can get in the same room and learn together. Don't get me wrong, I like all the classes, but I like the camaraderie of an adult class. Um, it's an escape also. You get to go. I do believe that as people, especially as you get older and you get married, people are into their own things and people need their own thing. For some people it's playing music, for some people it's basket weaving, for other people it's putting gloves on and kicking and punching each other. And that's kind of my thing, and I enjoy it, and I like doing it with the group of people that I found here. And I'm not the kind of person that would quit before. First of all, when I first started doing this, I definitely had the idea of, man, it would be cool to get my black belt, but now I have the idea of it sure would be cool to get my black belt, and then from there, help other people. I think that's one of the things that I'm really good at. I like helping other people learn stuff. I'm a good teacher, I feel. So I like the idea of getting my black belt and helping other people. Assistant instructing, especially when I'm working less. That is exciting to me, and I like the idea of getting my second, third, and fourth down black belt because I like the idea of learning more. I'm a good learner. I like being in an environment to where I'm usually the boss at work, and I used to be, and I am again, and I'm always telling people what to do. Sometimes I like just sitting back and learning things and learning new things and teaching, letting my brain be absorbent and porous and learn new things. I enjoy that no matter what the topic is. So, that's a long-winded answer to your very short question.
Excellent. I liked it.
No, yeah, I love that answer, because as I'm watching you, of course, respond, I'm like, obviously so many golden nuggets right there, but of course, just seeing your how genuine you are as you respond with that question, and that's important. It's always important. I always say, always in class, remember our why. Remember your why. Why are you doing it? Because then, when it does get tough, especially us as adults, for all the reasons that you cited and then some, it's like it gets hard to, okay, then I'm a long day at work. I'm coming down the hill, and then we're back up, and I'm sore, and it's like, oh, and then I'm like, man, I just want to put on some flannels and sit at home, and just relax and chill. And I've earned it. And so to be an adult practitioner, I commend
just got done driving home 2 hours in traffic, and I have 7 minutes to put my gi on and get up the door.
Right.
Where sometimes it'd be a whole lot easier. Man, it'd be real nice to sit on the couch and watch TV for an hour.
Absolutely.
But what makes you feel better in the long run?
Right. Exactly. So so I already asked my question, of course, and I think when it comes to specifics of your testing, definitely how you're working with the floating glove was awesome. Seeing you and Mr. Adrian just sparring and just kind of working, you both were exchanging and giving good hits, right? Taking good hits, giving good ones right back, and always just staying in the fight, being strategic with it. As Ms. Shante said, your escape section, that was the area where I go, wow, that was really good, because actually, for all the reasons that she cited. I liked your forms too. And I like how you were processing the curveball, the 31 into Teguijan, right? Having turned around and just trying to get all. It was just.
It was a curveball for sure.
Yeah.
Like halfway through it, I felt like I was lost and in quicksand at the same time. I'm like, no, I'm dying.
Right, absolutely. And so that's great. So all in all, judges, why don't you go ahead and just chime in real quick. Shante, you go first of what your verdict is, whether it's pass or retest at another time.
Well, Robert, no, I'm joking. I say you definitely passed.
Thank you, Shante.
Wonderful. Senpai Jacob?
Of course, with improvement in the future, I say you passed.
Thank you,
Wonderful.
Jacob.
Fantastic. All right.
Thank
And
you,
then,
Senpai.
yes, and then of course, lastly, from me, yeah, just seeing again, just how much you've grown, skillfully, just everywhere, it's like not being just a member of this dojo, but actually being, in my opinion, a vital asset of this family. And so yeah, I mean, whether it's helping with the self-defense workshop that we did last year and taking that solid hit to the head, and or whatever, or just even when both of you guys actually do this, is when someone needs help and you're right there willing to help and jump in and do your best to add value there. Make the team better, absolutely. And so for me, it's definitely a pass as well. 3 out of 3. And so congratulations, sir. You earned your brown belt. Right. All right. So let's do this. All righty, folks. Well, thank you so much again for just joining us here as Mr. Collado tested for his brown belt and successfully passed. Next step would be for him to then continue working hard and go after his first Dan black belt. But we know that his focus is not the belt; it is actually the is learning itself. Because we know that when you're focused on learning and growing, as he is, then the belt will come through time and perseverance. And so that would be especially exciting because he and of course our other assistant that's on, Nishante, would be adult students that I have that they started their martial arts journey with me at white belt here. And so provided they both earned their first round black belt, they would be the first adults in this program here with our dojo to have gone all the way from white to black. And that's something, of course, exciting for them, but just exciting for me as well, too. So very excited to do that. But again, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Senpai Jacob, Nishante, Mr. Adrian, for assisting. We definitely appreciate you all. And again, have a wonderful day. Stay in attention and face up and bow. All right, congratulations!
Good job, Robert.
Congratulations, Robert K.